Welcome to the Paul McGinley Golf Academy here at Quinta del Lago in the Algarve. Today we're going to talk you through some of our favourite game improver irons for 2024. Now there's lots out there on the market, loads to choose from, and we've put a lot through their paces in the Performance Centre at Howley. We've picked some of our favourites and some of the ones that we think will really help you improve your game. First on our list is the Paradym AI Smoke HL iron from Callaway. Now the HL stands for high launch. Most of these irons in this game improver category tend to be very strong lofted, hit the ball quite flat, which many players struggle to stop them on the greens. Now the HL is designed to have more weight lower in the head, really lower that CG, get some weight under the golf ball and help you to get it in the air. So the high launch iron is slightly weaker in loft than the standard Paradym AI Smoke that we see, which is also in this range, and will just give you a slightly higher launch as the name would suggest. So what's that going to give you? Well, more height is going to help you stop the ball on the green a little bit easier. It looks a little bit bigger behind the ball, which can increase that kind of forgiveness aspect and increase the confidence that we have when stood over the golf ball. It's got a slightly wider sole, again to get more weight deep and back in the head and help you get the ball in the air and stop it on the green. Definitely launches much higher. We can see where it's hitting the screen is definitely higher. It's probably going to help a lot of you hit it a bit straighter as well, potentially, because of that extra elevation that we're getting. You can see that the HL 190 carry 195, right? So we can see the ball speed is significantly higher with both of them as well. Spin higher with the HL, as you would expect. So it's launching higher, spinning more, exactly what it's designed to do. The new Qi iron from TaylorMade replaces the very popular Stealth iron that we've been using for the last couple of years. We've obviously reviewed this on its own. In comparison to Stealth last year, it's that little bit more forgiving, it's a bit easier to launch, we're getting slightly better ball speed across the face on this, and I think it just looks a little bit sleeker as well. It's going to suit that player that really does want lots of forgiveness. They're quite strong in terms of their loft, so they're going to go a hell of a long way as well. So if you're that player that struggles with a bit of distance, this could tick a lot of boxes for you. They also do a much higher launching model in this iron for those of you that want to get the ball in the air a bit more, maybe get a bit more spin and stop the ball on the greens a bit more effectively. But you've definitely got to look at the Qi irons if you're looking for a new set in 2024. In terms of looks behind the ball, yes, it is a bit chunkier than some of the irons I'm used to, but not off-putting at all. Let's hit a few. Certainly feels really nice off the face, to be honest, and a lot nicer than I thought it was going to. It doesn't feel like that kind of hollow and kind of cavitied golf club that you'd expect it to. As you would imagine, very easy to get the ball in the air, and a lot of marketing around these clubs is going to be how difficult they are to slice and how much they're designed to really be an anti-slice iron as well. As we'd expect, the distances are pretty good. 140 carry, 42, 43 total, but we're seeing a nice height, 103 feet. And to be honest, this and the 8 iron and the 6 iron are all quite nice in terms of the flights that we're getting. But yeah, they're not going a silly distance with the pitching wedge, certainly when we look at there. So about 140, 142 is kind of a good pitching wedge for me. But then when we look at 4 iron, I mean, the distance is just obscene, but 18.5 degrees in a 4 iron is pretty strong. So we'd expect that. We're seeing quite low spin, almost akin to what a 3 would be really. We can't talk about game improvement irons without including ping. So the G4 30 iron that we have here is super forgiving, really wide sole, weight towards the toe to really help those players who struggle to keep the face nice and square. It moves the CG around a little bit. We've obviously got the technology, the PoreFlex technology in the back of the face there as well, so that's really helping to improve the sound and the feel across the face. And obviously with Ping, custom fitting is of paramount importance, so it's available in lots of different color codes and lie angles, as you would expect with Ping. So go and get fitted, try the G430 and see if it can improve your game for 2024. Certainly feels very powerful off the face. Solid kind of feel that you get with this type of iron, and distance wise still pretty good too. A little bit further, but very, very high, these irons, easy to launch, which you'd think with the loft as low as it is, these irons would be quite difficult to get off the ground, but they're actually pretty easy because they've got loads of weight down low in the head to really help you launch it and get it in the air, which is generally what most game improvers want out of an iron. The ZX4 iron from Srixon is an extremely forgiving iron in their range. We've got a wider sole, kind of blends quite seamlessly with the ZX5 and the ZX7 models, should you want to combo a set as well. But we've got that sole width that's going to help you to get it in the air. We've obviously got more of a cavity in the back of it as well to add that forgiveness. We've got a forged face in there, as well as the mainframe technology to help with the rigidity of the head and increase ball speed. So if you're looking for a game improvement iron in 2024, then Srixon have the ZX4 that could really tick a lot of boxes for you. Feels pretty powerful off the face straight away, and yeah, so we're between 190 and 200 yards there with a 6 iron, which is a bit longer than I would normally hit a 6 iron. Very good, so easy to get airborne, feels awesome off the face, and yeah, it's just fun to use, to be honest. We look at the spin that we're seeing there, so nearly 5,300 with ZX4 Mark II. COBRA DarkSpeed iron uses the power shell and power bridge technology that we see in the metalwoods to really help increase ball speed and let you get away with those off-center hits. The hot face technology as well combines with those to make sure that we get extreme ball speeds. The slightly stronger lofts mean that the spins are a little bit lower than some that will just chop the ball up in the air as well. So if you're that player that needs a bit more distance, maybe needs to take some height off your golf shots as well, because many of you that have got a slice out there kind of chop that ball up into the air with loads of spin. An iron like this will really help take care of that for you. It's been so impressive, as well as the whole DarkSpeed range has. So the hybrids, the fairway woods and the driver have all reviewed very well, and the DarkSpeed iron is no exception. The Wilson Dynapower iron was super impressive when we tested it last year, and although it's not a new release for 2024, it had to be in the rundown of our game improvement irons. We've obviously got the power holes technology in there to really help increase ball speed, a nice big cavity in there, a wide sole to really increase the forgiveness on off-center hits everywhere in this golf club. One of the biggest selling points as well with Wilson is the price point. It tends to come in a little bit lower than some of the other models that we've spoken about today. So if you're looking for a new set of irons but don't want to break the bank, potentially Wilson Dynapower could be the one for you. Go and get custom fitted and try them for yourself. First shot with it, really good distance, just pulled it a little bit left, but felt really nice off the face as well. And certainly whenever I've reviewed Wilson irons in the past, they always do feel and look really good. And again, another iron that's really easy to get in the air, really easy to flight, and just feels effortless to get the ball up in the air and also get some distance out of it as well. But we'd expect that with the loft that we're seeing on this now. So let's hit a few more. That Dynapower iron is the longest that we've hit, okay, on this test. And I think down to a couple that I hit that just went ridiculously far. Hopefully you've enjoyed that rundown of some of our favourite game improvement irons of 2024. Make sure you go and get custom fitted, go and try all these out with your local PGA professional and find a model that's going to really help you play your best golf in 2024. Hopefully you've enjoyed that video and we'll see you all very, very soon.